stop hiding behind your clothes, ladies. If you're wanting to grow, the time is right now to level up your image, level up your style. If you're wanting to level up your business, the time is right now. If you're wanting more sales come January, you better start now. You have to start now. You can't waste any more time. You have to start leveling up your style right now to align with that person, those business numbers that you've been praying about, those business numbers that you've been working so dang hard for. You better start aligning your style with those numbers, not the past numbers. Hey everyone, welcome to the Tori Cruz Show, where we're shining a light on real conversations and transformational stories with some of the most dynamic entrepreneurs and faith-driven leaders you'll ever meet. I'm Tori Cruz, your host, entrepreneur, virtual stylist, and former Miss Missouri USA, ready to guide you along this exciting journey. This isn't just any podcast. It's your new home for stories that uplift, conversations that transform, and a community that feels like family. From the real challenges to the exhilarating moments of achievement, we cover it all, infused with adventure, laughter, insights, and heartfelt discussions. So settle in, make yourself comfortable, and let's get this show on the road. This is the Tori Cruz Show. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Tori Cruz Show. I have been having such an awesome week. I have been speaking on so many different community Zooms and into other people's communities, and it's just been so much fun to just see what other people have built. Have you ever really felt that fulfillment from seeing your friends build incredible communities, and then they ask you to come in and to speak on your topic, and it's incredible. It's just this very big full circle moment where it's like, wow, this is pretty cool. Like, we all have these different communities of individuals who I know I'm speaking to a group of entrepreneurs here, and so I'm talking about you too. It's really amazing when we can all link arms and build a bigger purpose. And so anyways, I just got off talking and pouring into one of my friends' Zooms, her community of a group of speakers. And I don't know, I'm just coming off a really big gratitude moment of how amazing life is. Like, this is real life, you guys. We have every single day as entrepreneurs, we have the opportunity to pour into other people, to create the life that not only we want, but encourage other people to have financial freedom, to create better relationships, to advance their personal development. And it's just a beautiful gift. So I just want to start this by acknowledging the gratitude and just hopefully getting you on that same wavelength of gratitude. When I first started my personal development journey, and boy, what was it, like 10, 12 years ago? It was a while ago. It was a hot minute. And when I started my personal development journey, I always started with 10 gratitudes every single morning. I was all about my gratitudes, and then I would do my I am goal statements, and it's actually all in my book. If you haven't purchased my book, shameless plug here, but my book, actually I have one sitting right here next to me if you're watching on YouTube, but my book is called Unexpected: How to Persevere Beyond Your Limits. And in here, I'll just talk about it for a second. It's a personal development memoir about the first 30 years of my life, and how I had a lot of unexpected moments pop up, and they were challenges that I overcame, and I persevered, and I really pushed further than I ever thought I possibly could. But it was only by God's grace and by God's guidance that I overcame challenges and became the person that I am now. And my walk with God now is stronger than ever, because even during the dark times, I still lean on Him, and during the good times, I praise Him, right? But this book is all about that. It gives a lot of tactical steps. At the end of each chapter, I give you an exact roadmap and action steps to take so you can implement the teachings in your life, because I strongly believe that we can pray, and I think I just talked about this on a previous episode on my podcast here, but you can pray about it and pray about it and pray about it and try to manifest it and try to bring it into your reality. But if you're not taking action, you guys, it doesn't work, right? So why don't we just dive in? That's, I guess, a little perfect segue into what we're talking about today. I want to talk to you today about your personal style. If you are confused about your personal style right now, if you're like, okay, I have been thinking, I have been praying, I have been doing all the things, I am becoming this person, I am this person, I am this woman, I know she's there, but I don't really know what to do with my style right now. Like, who is this style? Maybe you went through a transition, or maybe, this is the thing, is that a lot of you are moms, right? A lot of you are parents out there, and you spent so much of your summer just devoted to your children. As you should, right? Like if that's what you feel like you were called to do over the summertime is just devote so much time to your kiddos. You only have 18 years, right? When they're in your house. Well, hopefully, I don't know. I think I went back like a time or two to my parents' house. I don't know, say 18 years, but let's be honest. Like sometimes we go back here, there. I think I lived with my parents for like 50 days and 50 nights over COVID. I always joke about that just because I wanted to see my family. Nobody knew what was going on. We're not turning this into a COVID podcast. Sorry. Sometimes I need to just go on like a tangent, like a squirrel tangent. But a lot of your parents and you devoted a lot of your summer to spending time with your kids. And I pray to God that I'll be there sooner than later, spending time with my kids and in a family. But I want to acknowledge a lot of you moms who, a lot of our clients are moms, and you have kids and you're running around doing all the things, you're going on a lot of vacations, you're spending that quality time. And then it comes August, September, falls around the corner, and you're like, oh, shoot, I actually have things I got to go to. Like I have events, I have business meetings, I have podcast interviews, I have a book tour, I have speaking engagements. What am I going to wear? And all of a sudden it hits you and you're like, I have no clue what to wear. And then the next thought is, do I have anything to wear? And am the things that I wore last year, do I actually want to wear those same things? And typically the answer is no, you don't. Especially if you're a speaker and you're speaking on stage a lot, you're shooting a lot of content. We're always shooting content. We're always shooting content. We love shooting content, right, ladies? Yes, we do. But we're always on camera, right? As a business leader and entrepreneurs, like you're out there and you are your brand face. And so the kicker is that you really need to take time to think, okay, what do I want my image to be like? And really, it seems like in the spring, in the fall, right? Like it's really heavy event seasons. A lot of people are out doing events and speaking engagements. And so if that's you and you're wondering, what in the world do I wear? I have events coming up. I have all this coming up. Let's hop on a call. We have style identity audits that we do with our clients that we can get you in gear immediately. We also have a full all-inclusive package where I will actually fly to you, be on set for a brand photo shoot if that's part of your goals for Q4. I know a lot of you are wanting to expand your brand. So let's jump on a call. Let's just at least jump on a style discovery call and let's chat about what you have coming up, because it's so important that you look the part for your brand. And one of the things is, so I was just, like I said, I was just speaking on this mentorship call, and one of the gals asked me on there, she said, I just don't know where to start. She has events coming up, she's a speaker, and I said, you know what? Think about this. Maybe you've had a good style in the past, or maybe it's been fine. It's been okay, but you know that it's time to level up your style. I want you to think about this. And if you want to close your eyes right now, if you're driving, please don't close your eyes. If you're on the treadmill, please don't close your eyes. If you're sitting on the couch, close your dang eyes, would you? But if you're in a place where you can close your eyes, where it's safe for you and other people around you, do that. Because I want you to think for a minute who that woman is in December 2024. Who is that woman? You may be that exact person that you want to be right now. You're like, hey man, I am killing it. I am good to go. But most of you are not in that place. Most of you are like, summer's over. All right. I put all this effort towards my kiddos. I loved my time with them. But it's a little bit of like me time, right? Like invest in yourself, invest in time for you, invest in your image, invest in your wardrobe. Or maybe you don't have kids, but you've just taken a little bit of a break this summer and you had summer vacation, and that's fine. Or maybe you were at the lake all summer and you're just like, all right, it's game time now. It's game time. So you got to get your head back in the game. So this is what we're doing. This is a podcast right now to get your head back in the game. And so this is the thing. You got to think of style as if you were a athlete. Many of you, I'm assuming, grew up. If you're an entrepreneur, you probably have a little bit of a competitive bone in your body. And I'm sure you were an athlete growing up. I'm sure you were a dancer, a cheerleader, and you were doing something that was a little bit maybe competitive, right? Where you had to show up. So if that was you, I want you to get back in that zone. Like look good, feel good, play good. That's what I always lived by when I was a basketball player. But same thing with pageantry. As I moved on to compete at Miss USA, as I was Miss Missouri, I was like, look good, feel good, play good, wake up, be Miss USA, be her now, right? Like that was what my last episode was about. So I want you to think, this is game time. This is game time ready. Here we are approaching fall. And we got to start thinking, how do you want to feel? Think of this right now. All right. If you've listened to me and you close your eyes, dang, you've been listening. I hope you're awake because your eyes have been closed for a little bit of time now. I told you I go off on some rants, but I want you to think the feelings. What are some of the feelings that you want to feel when you close your eyes and you think, hey, it is this fall. Let's not even jump to the end of the year yet, but it is this fall. It is a speaking engagement, middle of fall right now. And this is a speaking engagement that I attracted into my life, got put into my life for a reason. And I want to show up and I want to be the best version of me that I can possibly be. And I always say it's for an audience of one. And if you're not watching on YouTube, I'm pointing up at God. It's audience of one. But you know what? You show up your best for him. And you want to show up your best, present yourself in the best way, because it's showing other people also a sign of respect and a dedication to your craft and your impact and your influence. And the more that you show up authentically as you, the more influence and impact you can have. And that's what we're here on this earth to do, right? Is show up with more impact and help other people. And so if that's you, think of those words like, what is it? Is it you want to feel confident? You want to radiate? You want to feel classy? You want to feel sophisticated? You want to feel sexy? You want to feel edgy? Maybe you want to feel sporty. I have a lot of our clients that say, hey, I want to show up classy but sporty. Like if they're a health coach or if they're doing something in the fitness field, if they're a fitness coach or trainer or something like that, like they want to be a little bit sporty. But then we also have other women who are like, I live in the South. I have a little bit of that like Southern style, but also it's like classy but Southern. And it's just adorable. Like, I love that Southern. I think I was meant to be like a Southern belle or something. I don't know. I really like the Southernness. But anyways, back to you. What do you want to feel? How do you want to feel when you walk in that room? Do you want to feel bold? Do you want to feel powerful? Like, what do you want to feel when you walk into the room for an event or a speaking engagement? Think of those feelings, okay? And then I want you to think next. Number 2 is think about how you want other people to perceive you when you walk in that room, because you see, your wardrobe is a silent communicator. It is a transfer of energy. And whether you like it or not, people are judging you right away. You have 7 seconds to make a first impression. It's just a fact, people. So how do you want other people to perceive you? Because you are also instilling, when you look nice, people have a little bit more belief in you. Do they not? Yes, they do. They always have a little bit better and bigger belief in you. If you show up looking the part, they're like, dang, that chick has some confidence to wear that. And they believe in you a little bit more because you are confident. Confidence goes a long ways. And one of the best ways to exude more confidence is through your wardrobe and how you show up. So think about that. How do you want other people to perceive you? And then third, I want you to think, what do you want to attract from this event? This fall, just think about this fall, like these next couple months before the holidays. What opportunities are you wanting to attract? And this is where I want you to take your mind. And if you're still closing your eyes, dang, you're a really good student. You can open them if you want, but if you want to keep your eyes closed still, that's fine too. I'm here for it. But I want you now to think of December 2024. And you come to the end of the year and you're reviewing your goals for the year. And it's like, you know what? I told myself back in January that I was going to up-level my style. I told myself that. I said, this year is the year where I'm going to up-level my style. I'm going to maybe even get a stylist. Maybe some of you have even said that. But whatever that is for you, are you going to be proud of yourself come December 2024 on how you're showing up this fall? Because this fall, how you show up this fall is a direct influence of your results. Your results are going to be carried on a few months later in the new year. So if you're wanting to increase sales, start showing up now. If you're wanting to increase sales for 2025, start showing up now. Be that person. Start attracting that, because we know by now it's a process, right? Like if you want to create more deeper relationships and friendships and partnerships, start showing up now. If you want more speaking engagements in 2025, start showing up now. Don't say, hey, well, after I lose these 10 pounds, then I'll hire a stylist. Or, hey, after I get this promotion or after this one client signs, then I'm going to get a stylist. Or, hey, after this one speaking engagement, I'm going to see if I land another speaking engagement and then I'm going to up-level my wardrobe. No, that's not how the game works. You up-level your style and your image right now and you become that person that you were called to be. So then you show up to that speaking engagement already looking the part. So then you attract more at that speaking engagement. You get what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down here? You don't wait till that moment and you're like, maybe when I get that speaking engagement. No, it's right now. You start dressing like the woman that you know you are called to be right now, because then that is going to signal to other people, and that is going to attract other opportunities, because other people are going to see how dedicated you are to your craft and to your impact and how serious you take it, because your image directly shows people the confidence you have and how you view your worth within yourself. Every single time. Every single time. If you show up, your hair's done, your makeup's good to go. I'm not saying you have to have a ton of makeup on, but if your hair's put together, your makeup's put together, your outfit's put together, and you can tell you put effort into it, and you're like, you know what? I'm not going to dress to this event like I'm just attending it. You may just be attending an event this fall. You may not be at the speaker level yet, but you want to be at a speaker level, or maybe you don't have that calling and that desire to speak. That's totally fine. But maybe you're that woman who's going to events this season and you're like, you know what? I think I'll just show up in the same. Business has been a little bit slow this summer, so I think I'm just gonna, I don't know, I think I'm just gonna show up the same way. What do you think's gonna happen? You're going to get the same results if you keep showing up the same way. So that's not going to work. That's not the strategy that's gonna carry over into the fall and then into the new year. No, you need to change. You need to change something. You need to change your style. You need to up-level your style. If you're just attending an event, don't dress like you're attending the event. Act like you own the dang thing. Act like you're a host of the event. Act like you're a speaker of the event. And when I say act, I mean dress. Be that person, because you want to make a bang. If you want to change the results in your business, you got to change the outcomes. You have to change the external appearance of you to start showing up differently. If you look the same as the past you, you're not going to get different results for the future you. So you have to change your style and image. You don't have to fully transform it and have this whole new style that doesn't even resemble you. No, you just elevate it a little bit. So when you walk into the room, people are like, oh, she looks different. Oh, you didn't look like that in the spring when I saw you at that event. You want people to say that. Stop hiding behind your clothes, ladies. If you're wanting to grow, the time is right now to level up your image, level up your style. If you're wanting to level up your business, the time is right now. If you're wanting more sales come January, you better start now. You have to start now. You can't waste any more time. You have to start leveling up your style right now to align with that person, those business numbers that you've been praying about, those business numbers that you've been working so dang hard for. You better start aligning your style with those numbers, not the past numbers. All right, I'm going to get off this rant, this tangent, but I get so fired up about this because it's so important that if you want a different outcome, boy, you better change it right now. You better change your current situation right now. And one of the best ways to change the outcome is if you start showing up in style right now. Start leveling up your wardrobe, ladies. This fall is going to be a game changer for how your business is come the new year. So start now, make an impact now. If you start showing up at events right now this season as that up-leveled version of you, where that style is like, dang, who's that? Oh, who she thinks she is? That's a compliment, by the way. You want that this season. If you go to one event and you have not up-leveled, if you listen to this episode and you're like, well, I still think I'm fine. I like my wardrobe. I like how I showed up last spring. All right, if you go to an event, I'm going to challenge you here. If you go to an event and nobody says anything about your wardrobe or, oh my gosh, wow, you look great, and they sound a little bit surprised, you're doing it wrong. Give me a call. Book a call. Send me a DM on Instagram. If you like this episode, please share it with your friends. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe, and I hope to see you all on the next episode. I love hanging out with you guys here. Until next time, keep it classy. I don't know. I don't have a tagline, but anyways, all right. Much love. Thanks for tuning in to the Tori Cruz Show. If today's episode inspired you, let's keep the momentum going. For our YouTube family, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you're always in the loop with our latest episodes. And for our podcast listeners, your ratings and reviews are incredibly valuable. They help us reach more people and continue bringing inspiring stories your way. Remember, this isn't just a podcast, it's a growing community of family. Every like, share, and review helps us grow on our journey together, helping us to highlight more impactful stories. Until next time, keep being the light for yourself and others. See you on the next adventure.